All right. Hey, this hangout on air is live. How about that? I don't even know what day it is. It's Monday. I didn't go to work today, but today's Monday. How are you?
Good.
All right.
All systems go. Prepare for countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off to adventure in the amazing year 400 billion.
Obscene, dirty, filthy, immoral.
What are you people? On dope?
Welcome to the channel. Today is Monday, September 22nd, 2014, and my name is Matt.
I'm BJ.
What's up, dude?
Not much.
This is episode 650 of the Jam Hole. September 22nd is a month until my birthday. I'm going to be 41? How old am I going to be?
You are going to be 35.
35.
I believe.
That is almost 40. Fuck. It's like 2 weeks until we're going to the Barter Fair in Tonasket, Washington. Very excited for that. Are you still excited for that?
I'm pretty stoked.
Are you? You know who? I should just mention this because I'll just throw it out there. But our Canadian friend that's going to come down for the festival realized the other day that a very important key piece of personally identifying information
The border?
might have expired like just last month, probably like a couple weeks ago. So she's like, fuck, what do I do? Literally like freaking out over SMS, like sending these I'm freaking out here. I don't know what to do. I'm going to cancel my plane ticket. Fuck. Like, it's going to be okay. You just need a birth certificate and a driver's license to get in. Oh no, not anymore, because 9/11, never forget. That was 11 days ago. Have you still remembered? You
In a
still
few
remember?
years. I still got this.
Okay. It's been quite a few years, but it was just 11 days ago. So because of that, you got to now have this other thing instead of this thing. Like, it's so stupid, right? Now, instead of having this piece of paper and like a driver's license or whatever, we're going to actually need you to have this other piece of paper.
Where your ID picture
what
is
it fuck-
attached.
Right. So instead of this photo ID that I do have that is not you actually need this other photo ID that's different somehow. I don't get it. But anyway, so she's freaking out because money's tight and just renew this. So I don't know if anybody has like a few extra bucks here and there, maybe you could toss it over to thejamhole.com/donate. And then we can help her get her shit squared away so that we can all go party in Washington at this festival starting October 3rd that weekend. So, I don't know. If you're there, join us. I think the I Hate Meth shirt kid is going to be there. I see him on Facebook every
I
now
hope
and
he
again.
is. I really hope he is.
I hope so, too. I want you to meet him. And I want to get a shirt for you also. And another one for a friend of ours also. So we went to the Atmosphere show. That was pretty sweet. Did you enjoy that?
I did. I really like that prof, dude. He danced like such a weird, weird. I can't even explain it. Like
It's
a
like
worm.
If you
but
were
like,
doing a fucking like an exaggeration of just, not like a crackhead. Like he was dancing around the stage. It was awesome. Like I'm not putting it down or anything, but kind of like a crackhead, right? Like hat
and a
backwards.
worm.
Awesome socks that I don't even know what. He said something about they had flying pigs on them because somebody told him that he wouldn't be a rapper until pigs flew or something. It's like, bam!
So to
I'm
be a rapper.
Yeah, I don't know. But it was amusing for sure. And then Atmosphere, a great performance. I don't know how much of this you guys follow, but Idea was another rapper on that label, and he died, I think, a couple years ago now. But he has this song called Flicker that's kind of about that, and like when he performed that, I kind of looked over at Bob because he's like into this whole thing as much as I am, and I was like, dude, I might start crying. And he like looked at me and he had a tear running down his eyes, like, dude, it was so powerful. I was like, holy fuck, dude. I think the last time a concert actually like evoked that much emotion and made a tear come down my eye was when we saw Marilyn Manson in Idaho. That we were all just like, no way, he's right there. It was, I don't know. It was one of those things, but yeah.
I don't think concert's ever done that to me.
Really?
Ever.
Ever? Shit.
I mean, I kind of cried during a Martina McBride one, but that.
Why? What was the trigger?
The trigger is it's a song I sing at karaoke. That in general, it means a whole lot to me, and it's her song. She sang it. I was just fucking thrilled.
Nice. See, so you have felt sort of, kind of, something like that, sort of.
I am emotionally attached to any music I actually listen to.
Sure.
If you've never noticed that.
Well, actually, I've never noticed that because since we've been together, we have only ever listened to my shitty music.
Oh, yeah.
We have never, and I like it that way. Don't get me wrong. I don't like other people's shitty music. I like my own shitty music, as I'm sure all of you are like nodding your heads right now. Like, yeah, fuck listening to other people's music. Fucking sucks. And I gotta say, you've put up with a vast amount of like old drum and bass, new dubstep, hip hop, and a little bit of ska punk here and there, but mostly hip hop and this techno music. And you've dealt with that really well. I haven't heard you bitch once. So, thanks.
I'm sure it's coming.
Is it? How sick of hip hop are you on a scale of 1 to I'm leaving?
Oh no, I'm not sick of it. I just want to hear some of my tunes.
Well, I don't.
That aren't in my fucking headset. I would like to jam in the car to some of my tunes as well.
Yeah. Well, when you get a license,
fuck off.
And your own car. I'm just kidding. Maybe one day. Maybe on the way to Nasket, since we'll have 18 fucking hours to kill in the car, we'll listen to some of your music while Michelle drives and I sleep.
I was gonna say, to be honest with you, I pretty much sleep through all of my road trips.
Oh, okay. Well,
I have car sickness.
Motion sickness or like car sickness?
It's mostly just the car.
So any kind of other...
I've gone on boats and I'm fine.
That's weird.
I've been in airplanes.
And that's fine?
Yeah.
It's a good thing I don't. Because I kind of drive for a living. Like, could you imagine if I just got sick all the time because I had to drive? Like, gotta just push on almost to that next stop, then you can get out again for a minute. Just like fighting through the vomit and the sicky feeling. God, it would be the worst. I'd probably...
As long as I can't, like, when I can see, like, out the side windows, it really makes me nauseous. So
we have to have basically a bag over your head for this trip, is what you're saying.
I either need to sit in the middle in the back, or I need to sit in the front, or I need to get my ass knocked out.
Because you do okay, like, for the amount of driving we do. I mean, it's not...
I've never been in the back seat when I've been with you, except for...
when the car stopped, and we're... No, we haven't done that in the car.
That's a whole different kind of motion.
That is true. Do you have to take Dramamine before that? Like, hold on, are we having sex in the car? I'm going to need to stop and get some Dramamine. I get car sick. The car's not moving. It's not the point. I get car sick.
No, that would be fine.
I don't even remember, but in my notes here, all I have is the sentence, "This shirt might get me raped." I don't remember. I should, like,
it's
actually
Bob's shirt.
having...
The shirt that Bob gave you.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember.
Go for it.
I was going to say I should start putting more context into these notes. This shirt might get me raped. I sat here for a good 8 minutes, like, staring at that on my phone, being like, I know I wanted to talk about something. I can't remember what the fuck it was.
Having a really hot girl on your shirt.
Okay, that was it. So... Bob, as you know, is my roommate. He has a hard time doing laundry, I think, because he keeps shrinking his stuff, which is awesome for me because then I get all of this stuff. I've gotten pretty much a whole part of a wardrobe by now, like in just this stuff that it doesn't fit him anymore. So the latest addition to my collection, and I don't know what started this, and I don't know how I feel about the whole, not movement, but like this whole meme of shirts that have like super hot chicks on them. And it's not like the old skateboard shirts like hookups. You know how there used to be like the giant titted little fucking. Do you ever remember hookups shirts? Those? You?
They're not. It's not
It was
coming
like
to mind.
anime chicks. They were like little
With the really
anime.
big tops,
Yeah,
and there was
yeah,
like no bottom half to them.
Right, exactly.
okay.
So
Good.
And I got that because they were all cartoony and shit. But these new ones are like actual hot women on these shirts with cool, crazy designs and everything. And I thought it was weird because as a dude, you're wearing a shirt that other dudes are going to look at and probably get a little turned on by. And to that extreme, you might get raped wearing that shirt. So I thought, logically, you would want a shirt with a hot dude on it, right? As a dude, because then chicks are going to see that, and they're going to look at it and be like, wow, that's a hot dude. And they're going to get,
You're
slightly
like, damn,
turned
how
on.
you doing?
Right, and they're going to, like, stare at your shirt while they're talking, and that's fine. But it'll be in their head that, like,
Especially if, like, you're a really ugly dude, it actually might be helpful to have a
you're deflecting, right?
Yes!
You're like, I'm taking away from all of this mess, and I'm focusing it right here to this perfect photoshopped fucking image of a goddess or whatever.
And if
we
you got a
think it
good
is.
enough personality, like, she might stick around.
Yeah.
You know, because, like, she's looking past the
Again, just bag over the head, and then the nice. You won't get car sick, and chicks will like you more.
ugly. Wow. Totally rocks.
So yeah, because what was it? We were going somewhere, right? We were going out, leaving the house. So I took the shirt off. She's like, "Oh, changing shirts, huh?" And I was just like, I can't. I like it, but I don't want to wear it outside because I don't want dudes like. And I'm not homophobic. That's cool. I'll check dudes out too and everything. But it's a weird thing to
we
like
should talk about that.
walk around. What? Checking dudes out? I'll check a dude out. I'll check a dude out like the library.
Oh, yeah,
Bring
you
him
had
back
a really
8
good look
weeks
at that
later.
Ryan friend of mine.
Who's
Like-
that?
You dropped me off at work last week. I'm like, oh, there's my gay Ryan. And you
I
look
was
back
like-
in the mirror and you're like, damn, he's hot.
Who's that looker? Oh, that's awesome.
I
Yeah.
had to ponder it for a few seconds after I got out of the car.
Like, hold on. I know we've explored this, but hold on.
Well, you were just so stoked, and you said it so fast. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
there's my
no.
Ryan. I was like, dude, you must have already been checking that shit out.
Yeah, like as soon as we rolled around the corner, I was like, bing! Gator just blowing up.
He's
No,
fabulous.
he is fabulous, I bet. It's just a weird thing of like you're wearing this. It's like not a sex symbol, but it's a very, I don't know. I feel weird wearing that kind of stuff. So it has nothing
Almost
to
kind
do
of
with
like porn on your shirt.
kind of, right? Like if you just had a chick laid out on a bed, just spread eagle with a dildo sticking out of her pussy, like and then just slap that on a shirt. It's art. And then put like some diamond shape, it's fucking art.
I couldn't believe you didn't see those were diamonds on your shirt.
I totally didn't. It's got the chick, and then like there's
There you go. You were solidly focused on
right?
the chick. Bam.
See? That's true. Now if
I see
chicks,
past it. I saw the diamonds.
see, so dudes need to wear shirts with dudes on them, right? And then chicks need to wear shirts with chicks on them, right? And then if you're
If
gay,
you're ugly.
if you're gay or lesbian, then you wear the gay dude would wear the shirt with the chick, or no, because that wouldn't work, right? You'd have to also wear a shirt with the dude on it. So aha, marketing's hard. Let's see. Oh, this was kind of funny. You were mentioning something about getting old Disney movies back when you were a kid.
Yes.
And then like getting tell the story real quick because I get a lot of joy from this for some reason.
When I was younger, I watched Disney movies, like the old, like as far back as my dad could find them, he'd get them.
Like
And
VHS days, kiddos. Listen up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really cool. Anyhow, he would get me 2 of each copy, and he wouldn't let me open one of them, and it had to stay in this like suitcase in the bedroom. Basically, is where these all got stashed. And I'm telling you, they were the really, as I said, old ones. So they actually really today would have been worth money, like my dad thought. But my little brother had to burn a house down when I was 7, so they don't exist.
And so you told me that, and the first thing I think of is like, I think that's so sweet that your dad was putting away for your college by telling you, here's a Disney movie you can watch, and here's another one. Go put this one in your suitcase. You know, the suitcase that you have packed just in case you need to, like, get the fuck out real quick.
It was in their bedroom, not mine.
Okay, it just, like, that whole scenario was like, and put this in your go bag with the other one, so when we got to get the fuck out of Dodge, we'll have some movies to sell. But then I was like, oh, that does kind of make sense, and it's funny that, like, different parents have different ways of, like, we all know at this point, like, we're all fucking broke, so face it, kids, you're not getting money, like, actual dollar bills, y'all, put away for your college fund. It's not going to happen, unless your parents are rich, obviously, in which case you should go into their wallet, find their credit card, and then go to thejamhole.com/donate. And make a donation. But no,
if it's large enough, we will put it aside with your name for part of it for your college fund later.
That's right.
The percentage, we'll get to details about that later.
Let us save for your college by going through your parents' wallet and stealing their credit card. I mean, don't worry about it. Half of the internet probably already has their credit card if your parents use Home Depot or anything like that. But, you know. So the idea of, you know, we're not going to have any money, so each parental unit has their own, depending on what they were into. For instance, my parents own baseball card shops, so we would go to baseball card shows, and my parents would get 2 of every set that came out, and boxes, whatever they got, they would get 2 of them, and one would get stashed for me, one would get stashed for my brother. And that was like, you know, the college fund, supposedly. We all know how that story ends up with because obviously baseball cards aren't really worth dick anymore, and I don't even know where half of that shit went. But I think it's funny that
I actually have a huge baseball card collection as well.
For your college?
No, it was just
for a rainy day.
It was my older brother's, and I stole it. So maybe it was his. I don't know. It might have been his college money. He didn't go to college.
Yeah,
he
and that's
became a bum on the street. So
I think all of our parents also they knew that they were broke because times is tough. Right? They also knew that none of us were fucking gonna go to college. If we were, we weren't gonna stay the whole term, right? So they're like, we're not even gonna bother trying to save cash. Here's some fucking baseball cards. Here's some fucking Disney movies.
Porcelain dolls.
And porcelain doll. And here's some Beanie Babies and a couple fucking Furbies just to keep you.
I have
company.
Furbies.
My dad used to sell that shit on eBay. He would, like, all the phases. This was, like, way before I was really into computer stuff, so I didn't really, like, give a shit or know what the fuck he was doing, but he was, like, writing all of these trends. Like, one day, you'd come home after school, and there'd be, like, 8 boxes of brand new Furbies. Like, did you just go out and buy those? Yeah, I'm gonna sell them on eBay and make a bunch of money. The next week, there's, like, Beanie Babies stacked up. Like, all of these are probably sitting in the trash in the landfill somewhere at this point in time. But
the only one that was seriously, to this day, still really worth a shit ton, why I don't get it, is Tabitha the cat. She was a Siamese cat.
A Beanie Baby?
Yeah, the Beanie Baby.
Are we talking Beanie Babies?
I'm talking a damn Beanie Baby.
Nice.
Okay, well, when they originally, like, put her out, she had this her eyes were different colors.
Like an error?
Yeah, it was an error. So
we had error cards in baseball cards.
Yeah, same kind of shit. So Tabitha is worth a shit.
They do that shit on purpose. They drive up demand where there is none. They're like, we have a whole bunch of these. Ooh, let's fuck one up so it's rare. Some asshole's gonna get it, put it on eBay, and be like, ultra rare fucking Furby This one's all black with white eyes. It's like, all right, here's your $18,000 for it.
Well, see, somebody would pay that for that stupid fucking cat.
So yeah, help us, help you, help your parents save for college that nobody's gonna fucking go to. thejamhole.com/donate. So you, did you ever find out who was texting you just randomly?
No.
And did they ever call the cops?
Well, I'm guessing they didn't call the cops.
Did the cops not call you? Be like, hey,
No.
will you stop texting this dickhead, please?
Nope. No idea. They definitely didn't call me, and they never texted me back after I told them, yeah.
You just got a random text message that said what? It was like,
Said, who is this?
who is this? And your response, being the nice citizen of the world you are, was, fuck
Did you lose your
Who's
phone?
this? Oh, yeah. Did you lose your phone?
No, really, who is this, they said. I'm like, how about you tell me who you are?
No, we all know how that game goes. No, you tell me. You called me first. But the funny thing is,
You don't tell me,
they
I'm going
texted
to call the cops.
you
they
first,
say.
right?
Yes.
And then they say, I'm going to call the cops.
Tell them some random person's got my number. Wait,
What do you-
stop.
Who
Who does
is
this shit?
Who does that? I just texted you, and now I'm calling the cops. Like, that's the most amazing thing ever. I don't know. Oh, do you want to talk about... Can we talk about the other message you got?
Sure.
Or do we not want
I don't know what we're talking about, but yeah, let's do it.
Because I got a message, too, from somebody that may or may not used to have hosted this show.
Oh, okay.
Can we talk? Should we not even talk about that?
Let's go.
I just feel like it's weird that you have a baby now and like you still want to interact with me and with this, and you're still getting a hold of every girl that I've ever dated since we broke up to warn them. And I appreciate that. These girls need warning for sure. But
I
you're
had 6 years of it, though, so
you're
I thought I'd be okay.
You're being kind of crazy, don't we think? Is it just a little crazy? I mean, come on.
I do really, I gotta give props for the trying to relate and, connect to be my friend before you really got in there.
That's
though.
an old school manipulation move right there. You gotta
Magic.
find magic. You gotta find common ground, validate, and then manipulate.
Go from my A to my S that gets to Casey's to somehow that gets to you.
Isn't that weird though? Like, did you find that weird? Were you like, oh hell no, this bitch? Were like
To go from telling me that she remembers me from karaoke, because yes, very big karaoke fan, and I do work at the Bulldog, or at least used to at the same time that karaoke would go on. So I'd run next door super fast if I could get over there and sing a song while I was working and go back to work.
Sure,
This was at the Remington, of course.
sure.
And I guess she was there for a very short period of time. I mean, I don't really focus on a whole lot of anything, really, when I go to karaoke, except for karaoke.
That's right.
And people who are singing.
We're here to sing.
Which is how AJ came along. When he came along, which is the one she specifically pointed out that I had this little lovely thing for or whatever and
Aw.
whatnot.
Yeah. You guys were totally connected. You guys were girl talking.
Yeah, she was telling me how
Girl chatting.
and really she told me he sang Red Hot Chili Peppers, and that was the song. Well, that's not even the right band. We're talking Santana Maria.
Oh.
Well,
I don't think any of the details even fucking matter. What's weird
what's weird is so many of the details, she had so many details. The fact
this was
of how,
written out one night while under
fact,
the influence of a stimulating substance, perhaps?
possibly,
I just got to write, you guys. I just got to write.
Possibly, I mean, to
Well, that's
know,
healthy.
the cliff notes
that's
of
cool.
me, work, the song I sing, the dude.
In, chronological order?
That dude had a friend named something else that worked at Casey's who also was your friend and led me here. Yeah.
All roads lead here for some reason.
Bam.
And then you will get a phone call from my ex.
Hey,
warning
Amanda?
you.
Amanda likes you, and she knows you from years ago. You may not remember her, but And
Vaguely.
she's one of my close
That's
friends.
what I keep
so
hearing.
She's one of my close friends. So you have the one like out of all of them that I'm like, what do you think? This one.
This asshole.
Okay, she told
Can we have an update? How long has it been?
since
Hold on, where's Facebook? No, just don't put me on the spot. How long has it been? A few months, right?
the first time we hung out was the 2nd of July.
Can we start counting from the time our uglies bumped? That's always a good starting point.
That's
right?
always a good starting
the first
point.
time the uglies bump, it's the anniversary. I don't know. Is that? I mean,
That was like 4 or 5 days later because we had that like you
I know,
weren't sure
I got
about
you-
me period.
I put way too much drug in your drink that night.
And
totally kidding, you
it
guys.
totally true.
kidding.
But the fact, let's go with that.
The
theory.
fact that I had to carry you out to the car just says differently.
But here's the unfortunate event: if he was trying to drug me to stay here with him,
Oh yeah, that was
it
the wrong
totally
drug.
fucking backfired, and I ended up asking him to bring me
Like,
to his
take me
friend's house.
Hawk's house. Take me to the Hawk's house.
I need to talk to him now.
Is that the other weird thing that she like wants us all to be friends? Like you have a baby now, so we're all gonna hang out.
And that might be another thing. She tried to connect because I'm connected
like,
with
what do you
both of
want to do? I don't get what you want to do. Do you want to hang out? Do you want a podcast? Like, what the fuck do you want? I don't want to be Facebook friends because weird things happen that you like. We need to just be done with that part of our lives and move forward. You have a family you should focus on and raise, and I have this fun stuff.
Beautiful
to do.
baby.
That's right. Very beautiful. So, I don't know, I just thought that was odd. It was like an out of the blue, some profile that just added some other page. Oh, my Matt Lee GU page, the hip hop page I made on Facebook. She sent a message to that because I have her blocked because I don't want to talk to her because I don't care, I guess. It's weird. Let's just leave each other alone. Can we do that? Let's pretend like we don't exist.
And it's not as perfectly as clear cut as she very much seems to think it is.
What? No, I don't care that we all fucked each other. I really don't at all. I just I've moved on since that, and those were
Oh, for sure.
was
Like
all,
5
like,
other girlfriends. You
dr-
totally
well,
moved
not
on.
not even that. I'm talking about like that time in my life was a very drugged up, that everything that happened during that time of my life I've kind of moved on from.
Oh, kind of like what I've been telling you.
Except for the podcast, obviously. But like all the drugs and that kind of shit. Well, those drugs and that kind of shit. You know what the fuck I'm saying.
You're
all right.
judged for that, like
Moving
that.
on. Who
Yes.
cares?
Moving on, yeah, because you know exactly where I was freaking going with that.
No, what were you going to say? I was just done talking about that, but please. What?
The whole, like, that section of your life. Well, you're not that person anymore.
I could be. I could very
You could totally go
easily
back to be that person, yes. I get
Yeah.
that.
But no, I'm...
And all the people from your life, that section of your life, may not necessarily be that person either because they're not on drugs anymore.
Right. So let's just not even know each other and move on. I don't know.
Fair enough.
That's fine. I mean, you can send Facebook messages. Oh, you know how we were talking about the whole ice bucket challenge thing? I thought
Oh, damn.
I
yeah.
just want to mention this, and I know I don't want to make fun of it because it's shitty, but it's kind of funny, but it's not. So apparently, there was a couple of firefighters in Kentucky, the good old down south. Okay, that they got. There were 4 of them in all that did the ice bucket challenge, but they sustained injuries from an electric shock because they were in a fire truck. They were on a fire truck, okay? They were on this fire truck doing this. And it came too close to a power line. And then water, power.
I just feel they should know better. Like, isn't
Yeah.
that their job is to tell you, yo, you're a little too close to the power line?
Right?
Well, we're going to throw a bucket of water,
Like-
but we might not. We're fine.
The
It's
dig
totally good.
before the call before you dig people, right?
Yeah.
If you were digging up, if I was going to dig a hole to do the ice bucket challenge in, I would have called before I dug. But I feel like now somebody needs to raise awareness for electricity and water and do a different kind
I
of
feel
challenge.
like we might need to pay our freaking firefighters because, fuck, obviously, I don't want some son of a bitch like that coming to my
these
house
volunteers are not getting vetted well.
so they
No,
don't give
he
a
was
fuck.
actually a 16-year veteran, the one that died. But yeah.
Yeah,
they-
quit giving a fuck. So, like, didn't pay attention to, like,
Yeah,
all
I
the
guess.
little details. Like,
Were
at
they?
first,
I'm
everything.
curious. Were they driving around and 4 of them were
Is
like
like a YouTube video of this shit?
up on the ladder, and the dude was just like, "Are we too high?" and then just whacked a power line, or like were you parked and then the ladder went up, and then I don't understand.
Maybe one of the firefighters was up on the ladder and dumping it down on the other dude.
They
And-
were down assisting students at a university marching band with an ALS ice bucket challenge. The electric shock occurred after many of the students had already left, so luckily none of the students were injured. The dude got third-degree burns over 55% of his body. It's not funny, but it is kind of funny, isn't it?
As someone
Like, you
who's
should
supposed to be like safety first
better.
type shit, like exactly.
Like if Smokey the Bear lit the forest on fire, we would kind of chuckle and be like, "Fucking Smokey, you're supposed to not light shit on fire like that." 2 other firefighters were injured and treated, released. But yeah, he did not make it. So
I mean, I'm sorry that it
we should
happened,
probably
but
raise
you shouldn't be
awareness.
so fucking stupid.
for this, we can call it the water tub shock challenge, and you'll just fill up a bathtub of water and you'll
Zap
sit
a
in it,
volunteer.
and somebody will throw a plugged-in appliance in there. And the challenge is you got to get out of the water before the appliance. Anyway, I just wanted to
Safety
mention
first.
that. Safety first. This was kind of awesome. Did you see this lady? She is a reporter for her name's Charlo Green. She does news in Anchorage, Alaska. On air, she quits. She just says, "Fuck it, I quit. I'm out." They were reporting on
Quite literally.
yeah, basically right there. Fuck you guys, I'm out. They were reporting on the Alaska Cannabis Club, something happening with them, and she just said, fuck it. Then it came out that she's actually one of the owners or the owner of of the Alaska Cannabis Club. So,
Ooh.
I mean, that's cool. You're like this news reporter and you own this thing. And then, are you making a scene on purpose at that point, or was that just opportune? Because everybody wants to do that. You just got to do it on live television, right? Like, fuck it, I'm out.
I'd have to actually watch the video to give you a solid answer on that,
Can we
but
see the video here? Okay. We're going to watch this.
I'm gonna watch this.
Watch this.
Okay.
This might be really loud.
I, the actual owner of the Alaska Cannabis Club, will be dedicating all of my energy toward fighting for freedom and fairness, which begins with legalizing marijuana here in Alaska. And as for this job, well, not that I have a choice, but fuck it, I quit.
Whoa!
Sorry, we apologize for that.
I feel that was very intentional.
But
to
she has
put it
no
out there.
idea what to say. She's like, well, we apologize for... fuck. You know what? I quit too. Fuck it.
Anyone else in here want to quit while we're at it?
Who's going with me? That was classy, though. It wasn't like I'm fed up with this. It's like I'm so sick of the whole marijuana debate and reporting it on the news and having to maybe spin it a certain way. I don't know. And being the owner of that, especially, just being like, you know what? I can't obviously do both. I'm going to get fired anyway, so fuck it. I quit. I don't even think the fuck it was like a necessary. Like I think she was being real. I
She
think
just
that was
got-
a brief moment of reality, of real reality, and that was her. She's like,
It got
fuck
cleared to her, like everything
Fuck it.
open-headed. She was just like, wow, I'm sitting here talking one way about what I really want to talk about, and like on the other side, I'm saying the opposite. You know what? I'm
Yep.
going with what I believe in.
Talking out both
Forget
sides
it.
of my mouth. You know
Forget
what?
it.
I'm only gonna talk out of this side of my mouth from now on. You know what it says? Fuck it. I quit.
Exactly.
Her information, her information was removed from the KTVA site almost immediately. I bet that's the quickest anything on that website's ever been updated, ever. The fact that, that's not her. Charlene Green is not her real name. It's Charlene Egby. It says the fact that she dropped the F-bomb on live TV is one thing, but that she admitted to being the owner of the Alaska Cannabis Club is a whole different issue. She has done a number of stories for KTVA about medical marijuana laws in the state and the fight to make it legal to grow, which seems like a conflict of interest. In some stories, she even used the club as a source. At the end of August, she spoke anonymously with the Alaska Dispatch News, citing concern over potential repercussions from her employer. So that makes more sense then. Because that is kind of, as a news reporter, I think you have to distance yourself from those particular stories if you also own this, because it is a bias, for sure. And if
Okay.
you're trying to report the news, you can't really have that. And, like, I'm all about weed and everything, but, like, that is kind
It
of
is
a
a
bias,
bias.
right? So I think the better thing, and who knows, maybe she wanted to quit anyway, but she should have just been like, I can't touch those stories. You could have made up some other bullshit. You've been like, I'm religious. My God don't like that weed shit, so I can't touch those stories. You know, like, you could have said anything, but that was, I think she thought nobody would maybe, like, it wouldn't be a big deal at first, right? She's like, oh, I'll just use this as, I need a source. I gotta get my 500 words in, right? I need a source, fuck it. And then I think it happened again, and then I think the interview thing, and then, you know, she was like, fuck it, I quit. You know what?
It's getting too
Let's
twisted.
be honest.
I gotta go one way or the other.
I make a lot more money selling weed than I do telling you dumb motherfuckers what's going on right now. So fuck it, I quit. Here's a video of why I quit. Let's see how close we were.
There comes a time in each and every one of our lives when we must choose to continue to spectate or stand up for what's right.
Now, everything you heard is why I, the actual owner of the Alaska Cannabis Club, will be dedicating all of my energy toward fighting for freedom and fairness, which begins with legalizing marijuana here in Alaska. And as for this job, well, not that I have a choice, but fuck it, I quit.
I like the shrug.
All right, we apologize for
Come here.
And her, she has no idea what to, look at her.
Poor lady.
We'll be right back.
I kind of feel bad for her that they put her Johnny on the spot.
They were given authority and where their claims of danger and peril come from. Why are Americans arrested every 37 seconds, Alaskans every 4.3 hours? Why should an aspiring someone lose their ability to earn a higher education to become that someone they were meant to be? And why should you lose the ability to get public assistance in times of struggle and need? Marijuana? They say it's
That's interesting. She does still speak as a news, like she has the news cadence, like, that's right, and why do this when you could clearly do that? More at night.
Which is why she's
Yeah.
like the front face of it. She can speak in public, no problem.
Yeah, no, that's
She's like,
yeah,
"Dirt,
for
okay, this is just another day." Except for I believe in this shit. Like,
Yeah.
what I say every other night is just another. Okay.
So she started an Indiegogo to help the Alaska Cannabis Club fight for freedom and fairness for all of this.
Right.
They had a $5,000 goal, which now has $5,695
Where was it this morning?
at like
Ish.
500. It wasn't very much. Couple grand maybe.
Was it 14?
Oh, it was, yeah, because they were halfway there, right? I remember.
24. Yeah. Okay.
So that's kind of cool. It kind of makes me want to like make a video of me saying fuck it, quitting my job, and then starting an Indiegogo for everyone to help pay my rent. Like, it's $400. It's nowhere near the $5,000 she needs. I mean, I'm definitely not. I don't have a cannabis club per se, so obviously I don't need a whole bunch of money. I'm just trying to pay the rent once a month. So I wonder if you could do that. I wonder if there's enough sites you could do a different, like a Kickstarter 1 month, right, and then an Indiegogo 1 month, and like if you help me meet my goal of $400, I'll send you a picture of me in my house, like looking totally happy. And living and just being awesome. And then we could have stretch goals, right? Like if you want to pay the internet bill this month, right? An extra $60 or $80 or however much it is. We have my cell phone bill. That could be a stretch goal. If you help me pay that, I'll send you a SMS with a picture of me talking on my phone, looking totally happy. Yeah, I think you could do a whole lot of... I think there's a lot that could be done there. I really do.
I think we should
start
at
one.
least send, if they're going to pay a big bill.
If you pay my rent, I'll send you pictures of BJ's tits once a month in like
Wow.
different... Right? They'll pay our rent, honey.
If they're paying our rent when we're moving out to our
Okay.
place,
So
okay,
if you-
that I can handle.
How much... Okay, so for that to happen,
Wow, that came out of my
how much can we... what do we need to live? Like, let's say 12 hundo. We could find a pretty sweet place, right? For that.
Yeah,
And that'd be worth it, right?
right.
Flash a couple titties once a month, get the rent paid.
Totally can handle
yeah.
that.
All right. Well, we'll have to find one of those campaign sites that lets you trade pornography for fucking money.
I mean, if you if you can pay a really the full rent like that, we might
guess you
even be
could
able to do a
just-
mini podcast with you just face to face.
just naked,
like-
like with titties. We're gonna just talk to you, and she'll just be topless, and you can watch just you.
Very
and-
short amount of time, but we'll have a conversation with you. Or I will.
Topless.
Yes. If you will pay the rent, not the water bill.
All the rent, yo.
I mean, shit. Maybe
So-
we could consider something about his Rockstar bill too,
I do drink a lot
because
of Rockstar.
that might
If your
come very
titties-
equivalent
Holy
into.
shit! If your titties could pay for my Rockstar habit, that would be fucking sweet. I feel like we wouldn't even need to waste the time making a Kickstarter. How about you just PayPal me $400 and we'll fucking do this? Oh, that's awesome. All right. Well, congratulations to Charlotte Green, whatever the hell her name is.
You go,
It's
girl.
pretty awesome. This is fucking weird, and I don't know if this is real or not, and I'm sure you guys have seen this online by now, but there's this chick on the internet, of course, right, that spent $20,000, okay, to get what she says is a third breast, right there in the middle, which is weird to me to begin with, because it's not a boob. You basically just got a boob-shaped pile of fat or whatever
Isn't that
material that they use.
That ruins the cleavage idea.
It's a different kind of cleavage, and I've seen a lot of comments referencing the what's that? Total Recall? That scene where the chick has the 3 boobs and the dude's like, I wish I had another hand. She's like, you're doing just fine with 2. You
Okay.
remember
yeah,
that?
Okay. I had to.
She's weird. I mean, it's weird. But see, it says she did it so that she would be less attractive. Now, I don't know if this is some sort of weird reverse psychology, but dudes like boobs. Chicks like boobs, too. 2 boobs are great. Are 3 boobs better? Or is that just worse? Is that hot? Is this hot? Is she hot?
Well, I can't get past the ugly ass pink bathing suit, so go down to the next.
But she had to
picture.
make that special for the thing there, right?
Right.
Right.
Like she's having to have all this special clothing made.
I think she maybe makes it herself. Would you pay $20,000 to get like a pile of silly putty just plopped right there on your No, I'm sure it's surgery, right? It's obviously fucking surgery.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. If she's willing to pay that kind of money to have a third boob / fat chunk put in between hers, then
It's
like,
a boob, I guess.
she might actually pay that kind of money to get those shirts made like that.
Yeah.
Because that one's that way
Yeah.
too.
She says it's been a bit of an uphill struggle. However, her name's Jasmine Tridevil. Tridevil? I don't know.
But she still looks like she's trying to look super sexy in that photo. So if she's trying to
Yeah,
be
you can't
unattractive-
take sexy selfies, whore, and fucking be like, I'm trying to not be attractive,
See that
so I
one there?
have
That
3
one was
boobs.
more. That third one down there is kind of.
If you wanted to not be attractive, you should have just like ate a whole bunch of food, not exercised at all, and stop taking selfies. Like, I don't.
And keep your makeup off your face.
Right? Like, I'm putting makeup on so that I look not attractive? No.
Yeah,
I
or
don't
at
think
least
so.
screw it up. I
You
mean,
put a third boob on because you thought that would be awesome.
It's
which,
a good conversation.
maybe
piece.
it is. I don't know. Maybe it is. She said that she's gonna get it finished and topped off with a tattooed nipple, and she said that her whole dream is to get this show on MTV. I don't know what show
So
she's
basically,
talking about, but
she's doing it so she can try and get on TV.
right. Okay, that
It's
makes
not for
sense.
men to hate her or like her
But
any
you
less.
can't just say, I'm going to do this to get on TV, because then other women will be like, well, you're a dumb cunt. But if you're like, oh,
she
I'm
can
doing
totally-
this because I don't want men to find me attractive, all women utter go girl. Right then and there. You did. You saw the headline, and in your mind, you were like, go girl. I saw you.
Okay,
You were
totally
like,
caught me.
you-
Totally caught me.
that's right. Go girl.
I just think it would turn into a really crazy ass reality show though, because of the fact that other women would be like, oh well, she
Could
can
you
get herself
make-
on TV with that. All out another fucking this or another fucking that.
Right, but that's the whole show, right? I'm going to...
Like what would you
take
add?
5 people,
Like type
and
thing.
each person draws out of a hat a body part to get surgically added on. Could be a boob, could be a dick. Who knows, right? Could be tonsils. You might get tonsils where your balls were. I don't know. I'm not a writer on this show. But if I was, that's one of the things that you could be damn sure you were going to see. Somebody's going to get tonsils for balls. And then somebody else is going to get balls for tonsils.
I think it has to be like the same piece. Like she has 2 boobs, she wants a third one.
So I'd need 3 nuts.
Right, something like that.
Basically.
Or 2 dicks.
Could
or-
you get an extra butthole installed?
I mean, you could see what the doctors would say. I mean,
Can you?
they might just sew it like in
You could-
half to make it seem like two.
You could do it the shitty way, like kids do with their cars. Like instead of taking the exhaust all the way to the cat, we're just gonna cut it off here and put a splitter on it. Now you have 2 buttholes. It only goes to 1 pipe, but you got 2 buttholes. Oh fuck, that's awesome.
I mean, they can
She
cut your
says-
colon and shit like that, so
Yeah, you could rewire that shit all the way to the cat, if you will.
that could totally, like, wouldn't that be, like, so much
Oh.
helpful when you took a shit having 2 shitholes?
Right? Oh,
You get
dude.
out faster and just...
Holy shit. I mean, I know when I drink my Shirley Temple and I have 2 straws, I drink it quicker.
See?
What if you gave me that extra dick and then rewired all the plumbing so that you could either just totally squeeze one like a handle and then pee all out of the other one, or you could hold them both and a little bit of pee would come out each one? That would be so good. She says, I'm dumping every penny I have into tits. Oh, no, it says this. Sorry. If
You
this
take your tits
doesn't...
and go tits up?
Into tits up. If this doesn't work, I'm through. Yeah, because I don't...
Now nobody wants you.
What would you... You couldn't work at a gas station or something. You'd have to totally cover up your extra whatever. She denies that she had the extra breasts put on to get fame and fortune. So, what do you say to that? She denies our accusations of doing it, except that up here you said your whole dream is to get this show on MTV.
Just
Uh,
she should have, but she did kind of fuck up that.
She
MTV
asked
too.
50 to 60 doctors, but none of them wanted to do it.
Is that a
because it
sign?
would break ethics codes. Like fucking up your lovely two titties. Because it looks like she might have had a decent set, right?
Right.
Before.
For sure.
So all the doctors are like, ethically, I can't do anything to fuck with these. I can maybe make them a little bigger, but really,
So I mean, what did
my hands are tied here.
did she have to have them maybe shrunk? It looks kind of like the two on the
I
side
think they
are like
just
been
scoot
flattened.
over, right? Like scoot over here, scoot over there a little.
But if you look on the sides of the outer two, they look like they're kind of flatter.
It looks like two butts now, right? Like you have one butt, you have two cheeks here, and then you have two cheeks. Totally a butt, two butts. It's awesome.
With a big ball sack in between, actually, if you look at that closer.
Yeah, kinda.
Maybe that's
I
just the
don't
pink
really-
swimming suit.
I don't really see it. I see the two butts, but okay. Yeah, no, that's cool. Her mother and sister are no longer talking to her,
Oh my, I'm
so there's
family
that.
problems. It's totally worth it to get on
She
MTV,
said,
though.
I got it. After her mom and dad found out, she said, I got it because I wanted to make myself unattractive to men because I don't want to date anymore. You could just, I don't know, not date.
So it was the lie to mommy. That's what
Anymore?
that was the story from mom and daddy.
But even then, like, yeah. However, her mom and sister will not speak to her, and her father is completely fucking ashamed of her, probably hanging himself as we speak. So, well,
Kudos to you. I hope you get that show.
Good luck, Jasmine. I hope you get that show. It's so terrible.
Fuck my friends and family. Doesn't matter.
Right?
As long as I get on MTV.
Fuck it. Real quick, I just want to mention and give a quick shout out to Elwood. He is the tallest cement garden gnome in the world, I guess. I don't know. He's $8,000, 15 feet tall from the soles of his little gnome boots to the tip of his giant pointy hat. Oh, it's so awesome.
That was a big statue.
Right? 18 foot, 15 foot, 15 feet tall.
That's like as big as a freaking house. Like,
one day
tall as.
I want to have a mansion, and instead of like stupid fucking bush sculptures, right? I want a bunch of just really tall hedges, and then I want them to wind and wind and wind, and every now and again I want there to just be a giant fucking gnome like in your way.
You could have a gnome dome.
You could. You could have a fucking. You could have a bunch of gnomes in a dome.
No, like the light gnome domes.
I don't know what that is. You could get Noam Chomsky.
Like the one at your friend's house that has the crystal in it. Like his whole head could be a dome. And like, I seen that. I know. Like braces around that
yeah.
part, but it'd be
Yeah.
a dome and then
Fuck. That would be kind of cool.
so you'd be in the gnome.
It's in
The
Iowa.
gnome in the dome.
It's the Ryman Gardens at Iowa State University. So, if you want to check it out, Elwood is down there. That's pretty awesome. 3,500 pounds of rebar and concrete. So, just wanted to mention that. I thought that was kind of cool. There was a teacher in Virginia, a preschool teacher. I thought this was kind of awesome. Not awesome that she got arrested, but what she did was awesome. She is being charged with assault and battery because she allegedly punished a 13-month-old, a 1-year-old, by biting his shoulder. Now, my question is,
What do you do?
what did he do? Was
Did
he biting?
bite her?
Was he biting other kids? Because, I mean, I'm going to say, yeah, that's fine. I mean, don't, like, break the skin because you don't know that baby might have, like, hepatitis or something. You don't fucking know. That teacher might have herpes or something. You don't know. You want to be stern enough? Maybe, what I like to do,
But
I'll
if
take my fingers like
It
this.
would be her kid. The preschool teacher was accused of biting a toddler. There's no way that a preschool doesn't have toddlers.
This one does.
Well,
She's 24 and she bit this toddler on September 11th. Oh my god. Conspiracy theory? It's a private
Maybe.
school. Ooh, that's why she got fired. Because all those parents, all those kids, there's nothing you can do for them. They're gonna grow up to be spoiled-ass little brats, regardless.
The second they walk in that door, they're doomed. They're fucked.
Oh, so ready? She bit the child, leaving a visible mark as punishment after he had bitten another teacher. Ah. Well, what did you learn?
What the hell was that teacher doing? Was
I
that
know-
teacher
why didn't that
weren't
teacher
they
bite the-
reprimanding them?
You gotta bite the child back right away, otherwise the child's not gonna know. You can't like 2 hours later go up and be like, "Hey, did you bite that other teacher?" and then just bite the kid. Like, no, you gotta do it right when it happens. So,
And it should have been that teacher that did it.
yeah,
Some random person was coming
that's
up.
pretty
I'm gonna
awesome.
bite ya.
Pretty awesome. I bet that kid won't bite again. Actually, a kid probably will, and they'll just get another fucking teacher fired again. So.
I used to bite myself and like run into the house and tell my mom my little brother did it after I had already done something to him.
That's some cold ass shit.
Like if I hit him
That
or knocked
is
him
so-
off something, because I
That's-
could run faster.
Man, I can't even hear that from you, because that's like one of those, oh, that's fine, don't do what I want. I'll just call the cops and say you raped me. What?
Whoa!
What's up now?
Whoa.
What's up now? Yeah, now get in that kitchen and finish cooking, bitch.
I
You can't-
feel that is not where I was going with that.
Well, I'm just saying, it's, you can't, Speaking of being
was
in
a
that
kid.
kitchen and cooking, every time my brother comes over,
Oh.
you're cooking. Now, I just want to clarify that every time he comes over, it's to eat food.
Yeah. I swear.
And
he's like, hey, what
obviously-
are you doing? And you're like, oh, I got my girlfriend over.
I got a girlfriend over cooking.
Oh, what are you having for dinner then there, bro?
Oh, hey, cool. I'll be
I got
over in a
Coop.
few.
I got my kid too, so like, can you feed us? Oh, sure, because you're my brother and I love you. I totally will.
And when I say I will feed you, I mean we will feed you. My family will feed your family, brah. That's how it works. But then he comes over. And what does he say? What's the first thing?
Which time?
Every time. Every time.
It's always rude. It's never
A
anything
little
nice.
bit. A little bit. A little
And I keep
just
like,
rude.
oh, never matters. It's always a little rude, whether it's
And that's all right.
in the kitchen again.
He's a little uncomfortable, perhaps,
brother
at the
just
speed with which
make
his
you
older
slave away
brother
here.
slays through these women. I don't know. It's not my fault.
I don't feel that he should be able to talk to me like that.
That's right. So next time he does that, you backhand him a good one, just real quick, just pop.
That's not a backhand, but that's how I'd hit him.
Yeah, what
I
I
don't
say,
do the-
jabbing. You gotta just quick, right, bam, right in the nose, just. Ugh.
Have to be on a day his kid isn't here.
No.
So if he's listening to this, I guess he should bring his kid from now on.
I guess if you're
Every time.
listening to this, you should be nicer to my girlfriend from now on. Oh, fuck. But yeah, so then he's like, so, you're cooking still. When are you going to get sick of doing that?
Don't I like cooking.
Not yet. She's good at it. She cooks some food. Those breakfast
Every time I come over here, you're
burritos,
just slaving away in the kitchen. Are you my brother's slave?
Me? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every time. It's like, no, every time you come over, it's to eat. Like, you don't just come over and hang out. You come over and then we eat. I guess we did work on some music. We got a lot of shit done this last couple days.
You sure did.
So that's pretty cool. New music coming soon. Let's see. Oh, this is kind of terrible. And I mean, I'll just read this. This guy named Dale Decker. He has this problem. It's called.
Condition.
It's an uncontrollable condition. He's 37 years old. It's called persistent genital arousal syndrome, also known as PGAS. 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 Yeah, basically, he experiences 100 orgasms a day. And I guess, like, right, the first thing I thought of is like, wow, that doesn't sound like a disease. It sounds like fucking awesome. And it might, right? But I'm guessing we've been doing it a lot. I mean, not like a whole lot, but like a decent amount, right? And there's some days where I'm like, you are so hot, and I just want to fuck the holy shit out of you, but I'm so tired, and my shit is just like tired. Like my dick is physically just tired and worn out. And like
you're more tired than your dick is sometimes.
And we're not getting anywhere. That's true. Sometimes I that happens, but that's nowhere near 100 times a day. Like you hear that and it's like, oh yeah, I wish I could fuck 100 chicks in a day. I don't think anybody could. I don't think you could. I think you would be so tired and just spitting out dust by like number 58. By number 69, you just be like, ugh. You would just try and lay there, and your dick would just be like, nope. Come back tomorrow. I need at least 24 hours to reset.
You reset pretty quickly.
Sometimes. It depends what my eyes get to see in between that. Like, if we finish and then you instantly just start like doing something sexy again, that reset time will go quicker than if like we finished and then went to church or something, you know.
Wow.
Well, you know what I mean. Something completely not sexy.
Oh my gosh, when I was in Missoula with my mom, right? On my little vacation down here for 3 days that I didn't get to spend with any friends, so I spent it all with my mom. It was kind of cool. She always watches the Game Show Network when she goes to bed. And there was literally this episode of baggage. You have like 3 different bags. And fuck, where were we? Where we were just at.
Baggage?
No. Right before that. Why were we talking?
Sex. Fucking
Damn it,
a lot.
I lost it.
That was going somewhere good too.
It was. Shit.
Orgasms, lots of them. Fucking in my sleep. I don't know. What else are we talking about? Your mom, your vacation, strip clubs.
No, it was that
know.
stupid baggage show. Something about like
baggage.
Yeah, it was one of their baggages. Like it was something about orgasm. It was really hilarious. Now and it was something you had said at the beginning that had triggered me thinking it, and now I can't even say it because it's not as funny because I can't get what I was really.
That's all right. You know what's really funny is being in public and having orgasms. It's this dude. It says it. Imagine being on your knees at your father's funeral beside his casket, saying goodbye to him, and you have 9 orgasms right there, while your whole family is standing behind you. Now, I don't think the shitty part would be necessarily having the orgasm. It's dealing with the mess afterward, right? Because you're there, you're probably in black, right? Because it's a funeral.
Right.
And you just had 9. And let's be honest, there's only really semen, any discernible amount of semen coming out of that dick after orgasm 3, right? After that, you're just shooting blanks at that point. There's nothing coming in. But still, that's 3 loads, right? That's 1 full testicle. That's 2 full testicles, and then whatever load waste they can both scrounge up together for that 3rd load, right? All up in your nice black funeral pants. And
right,
then,
but did you let those first 3 like that get to you before you put yourself in that black suit? Like, did you?
Yeah, you're praying. You are on your knees, literally praying to God, being like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, you know, like right then and there. And that's what I'm saying.
God.
3 nuts full of load, and then you got to get up and turn around and just try and not look like you just came the fuck all over the fucking place.
This whole family knows, though. They've got to know.
What
like,
if they don't?
Well, like
He's just sensitive.
how
He
how
says
would they not?
the intense episodes have taken an extreme toll on him and his family. He's even afraid to leave the house because evidently no place is safe from his excessive ejaculation. Says if you're in
Oops.
public or if you're in front of kids, it's disgusting and it can break you real fast. It happened to me at the grocery
think you're
store.
A pedophile.
It happened to me at the grocery store, and when it was over, there were around 150 people looking straight at me. Why would I leave? Now, so that makes it sound like you're literally having like an orgasm. You're not just like walking around and, oh, I just came in my pants. You like are getting hard, getting aroused, I guess, and then actually coming, like not,
Yes. That
but
is
not
what he's
just
saying.
quietly in your. He's like having like full on like, oh god, you know, like fucking.
Well, I'm sure he's gotten more quiet about it over the years.
Damn. And that, I bet that does suck for his wife, because then like
She never knows when she's actually pleasing him at
you're
all.
faking it. I have a disease. You're such a liar. No, look, I actually looked it up. I have a disease. Oh, that's crazy. What hurts most for her is that even though her dearly beloved suffers from endless orgasms and constant erections, he is unable to satisfy her in the bedroom. Oh, shit. So that's like the opposite of what you thought.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
He's not satisfying her, though. You
But-
thought she
but what
wasn't.
reasons
She
would-
didn't know when she was satisfying him. Because he's always just busting nuts.
right, but the fact that you feel like you can't satisfy him, you don't know that like that's really because of you or if it's just because of his problem.
But then,
Like,
why
so
is that a
you
reason
feel-
that he can't satisfy her then?
It's a mental thing.
Because
to
you're just
you.
over it. Because I came like 18,000 times today, so sorry, honey.
No, like if you feel you can't get him off,
You gotta
like,
come at me
it's-
early in
You
the
know, like
morning.
you don't know whether it's you or just that. So like,
Right.
have you like is he happy or have you
But
failed?
what
And
hurts
which is
most for her is that she can't get off. She's
Okay.
not getting satisfied.
well, let's go. Okay, here we go.
Are you,
my brain?
BJ, are
my
you
brain
satisfied?
constantly thinks a million times. Like it thinks through the whole session. It doesn't. It doesn't stop thinking.
That's why
Never,
I
ever.
cover your face up with a bag
True.
and my,
Not really.
my hand.
But hand, yes.
I almost suffocated you the other night, and I just want to apologize for that. But I gotta say, it feels really cool when I'm like in you and then you're suffocating because your body does that. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I'm not trying to kill you. And people on this needs to be on record because if I do, we'll need to listen back to this where it says I didn't mean to, right? Because then it's not
Right.
premeditated.
Or this is just the thing so that he can make it sound like it's not.
Right, and then she's actually gonna kill me, you guys. That's the twist.
You never know, man. Like,
That's true.
girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do
Bitches
sometimes.
be tripping. I'll tell you what.
I don't trip. I just and make sure my life
If-
is in order.
If you weren't getting satisfied in the bedroom, but I was coming like 18 times a day, would you trip? She says this can be very frustrating. You want the comfort from another person, your husband, but we don't have that because he's always coming all over me. He agrees his problem has rendered him useless when it comes to having sex, and that makes him feel pretty guilty. Says occasionally we'll have sex, but it's very frustrating for both of us as this condition has left me unable to finish. Ooh. I've tried reading about it, going to doctors, but nobody can help me finish. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just want to get my old life back. So
Because you feel like
he wasn't
a
always
useless
like
piece
this.
of shit.
He wasn't always like this. Yeah, I bet you do, huh? Even though you're fine in every... Well, maybe you're not fine in every other aspect of life, because you're constantly coming. You're always coming. You're never going. You're always coming. But it started
But
out...
I'm talking about her. Like, she is unhappy.
Clearly, look at her. That is a very unhappy...
She's a very unhappy woman.
Right? And he kind of looks like he's coming in that picture. That's weird.
What I'm saying is she is feeling uncomfortable in herself because she
Sure.
in her mind doesn't know she's pleasing him, and that's a big part of you getting off is knowing that they're happy.
That's true.
I mean, in my
You gotta
world,
be mentally in it to win it.
so
Would you put up with that? If I was always coming and you were not?
I don't know.
Have you ever been in a relationship where you were not sexually satisfied?
I left.
That a girl.
I decided to take off with the Taco John's guy.
Nice. And he did sexually satisfy you.
Oh yeah.
See? See?
That was good. Good
That's
stuff.
see?
Even followed him all the way to
People
North Dakota.
cheat because they're not being satisfied, and
Hey,
then they're not
I told.
honest.
Hey,
That's right. You gotta
on
be
the record,
honest. You gotta be
I
like,
told
hey,
the man I was done.
satisfy me, or I'm out.
I fucking left.
Fuck it, I'm
I
out
left my
anyway. But I
fiancé.
will give you one last try to satisfy me.
No, the answer was no.
Nah. No, that totally makes sense. I would like to come 40 times a day. I don't even think you could do that. Realistically, can we throw a realistic number? Like 5, 6 maybe?
I mean, it really depends if you were like seriously trying. Like,
Now-
what the plan were like.
Would that number go up if each time there was a different person involved? Like, would that be more arousing to where you could do that as opposed to trying to get off 10 times with the same person? You could, let's say, get off 2 times with 5 people, right? And then if you spread that out throughout the day, I bet you could do it that way. I bet.
Or your conscience could totally eat at you too.
You'd be like, I just gave all these ladies AIDS. Now I feel bad.
Wow, I wasn't going there. Wow.
Well, you
should
know.
I?
You might
Should I
wanna
go get checked?
You might want to. Sorry, squirrel. You might want to go get checked. That's what all I'm
I
saying.
might be able to
Is that
laugh
what she
about
said?
this right now, but
Is
you
that
know.
what she said? Did
Who?
she-
Her?
yeah. Was she like you should?
Oh God, no. She didn't bring that into the
Okay.
picture.
I thought that would be kind of.
And it would have been it kind of would have been funny,
It would have been.
but you know, with everything that's been going on, all those tests have went through. I'm good.
Well, that's good. Good
Hey,
to
by the
hear.
way, I'm good.
That's good to hear. All right, we should probably wrap this up because it's getting kind of late. I did want to talk about this. Have you heard of this app? It is called Cuddler, Cuddlr, right? And this is probably another thing that's not real, but I hope it is. And it's just an app that matches strangers who are looking for hugs. I just want to cuddle.
For hugs.
I'm just looking to cuddle. This is not another strange dating website. We're going to hook up strangers who want to meet for some guilt-free, no strings attached cuddling in public. Or, wink wink, nudge nudge, in private. So,
Sounds like
Tinder? Grindr?
Sounds like I'm pimping my bitches outside.
Grindr. How you gotta pay for these kisses, ho? Can't be just giving away kisses for free. Shit.
Well, it just makes it sound so cute. Oh, cuddles.
Let's
They-
cuddle.
We're just gonna cuddle.
50 cents a cuddle, 2 for $5. If you want the private cuddle, that's gonna be $200.
It just sounds
all.
ridiculous. Like so.
Do you want
so
me to
much
cuddle-
like a cover, like a cover.
Do you
really.
want me to cuddle your cock with her mouth? Because that's only $50. If you just want a hug, that's like $1, right?
Oh, I'm in trouble, by the way, just to let you know.
Why is that?
And he says it's your fault.
Who? What?
I
don't even know
I
what
have
you're
not
talking
been
about.
able to make my friends bail money because I have not been out sucking cock for money. I've been doing it
that
for
is
free.
True. Well, your
So-
friend should make better decisions in life that don't end him up in jail. So, I mean, there's that. And
True that.
any dick sucking money she makes is not going to you, bro. I am sorry. I got a retirement I'm trying to plan for. Shit. So yeah, Cuddler. If you want to meet up with a stranger for a hug in a public or not, you can hop on Cuddler, or you can just use Craigslist like the rest of us. So
No.
Cuddler. Is it out for Android? I might actually give this one a try.
Give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl. It's just on iOS. Well, what in the fuck? Oh, look at these guys. Yeah, you guys have never had cuddles in your life. So we're going to make this
Well,
app
that makes
to get
sense.
us cuddles. All right. Well, I understand a little better now. Weird. There's exorcisms getting out of control, so priests in Italy have been warned to, when you do exorcisms, let's just keep them, let's go by the book, right? We can't have any more loose cannons, I guess. We just need to play these by the book, okay?
Well, if you are not good at it, like if you aren't like
no. This has
5
nothing
star,
to
you
do.
need to be careful.
This has nothing to do with skill level. This has to do with technique, right? There is a set of specified magical incantation. I don't know what the fuck. It's all fucking demons and black magic and fairy tales and shit. But if you have to exorcise a demon, you must
take precautions.
You need to be careful, because demons ain't nothing to fuck with, right? The Catholic authorities in Florence are also concerned that illicit exorcisms are being conducted in inappropriate locations, like churches. Okay, can we not do exorcisms in the churches? That would be helpful.
It's kind of a backwards-ass concept.
There have been reports of priests passing among churchgoers, giving them the Blessed Sacrament in the midst of exorcisms, which then cause the possessed person to scream obscenities and profanities, which of course disturb those present, primarily the children. Okay, so I'll just even go one further and say, can we just not do exorcisms when, like, at Sunday school and shit, right, where all the kids are?
Isn't that supposed to be just like a one-on-one with the priest thing? Maybe need a few others there if it's supposed to be huge.
Yeah, and if your person needs an exorcism performed, you're not like bringing them out into public, right? Like,
no.
How did you get the demon from the bed where it's strapped the fuck down to the church, where it's taking the body of blood of Christ and then yelling profanities at all of the children? Right?
And searching out its next host once you get it out.
That's true. That's fucking very true. Gotta watch out for that.
That's why there's only supposed to be the pure of hearted,
and you gotta have the pig, right? You gotta put a pig there, so then when you kill the person that's been possessed and the demon comes out, it goes into the pig, and then you kill the pig. You just gotta make sure. And now it's gonna be hard because pigs are delicious. You don't want to eat that pig. Because then the demon will be in you, and then you have to do, and it's a mess. You'll never leave church.
Wow.
So, Exorcist. I also have a song called Exorcism on the Scapegoats album.
You do?
You should check it out. Exorcist. Silly shit. Silly shit. I like that they said some priests with the best intentions are making themselves available to listen to these people and sometimes perform exorcisms on them in a way that is not permitted.
Do you know all the rules on exorcisms that they have? Yeah.
No, I'm not Catholic. I was Lutheran, but I have a gist of it. I've seen The Exorcist and every other Exorcist movie, and I have, yes, written a rap song about it. So, Italy's brutal and lingering recession has been blamed for a rise in mental health problems, which is confusing everybody else thinking that they're actually possessed. No, they're just crazy because your economy is in the dump. So, there's that. This was kind of awesome. There's this place in Florida, right?
Florida.
And it has a sign on the place, right? Like outside of this place, these dudes they go out and they get girls, right? And then they bring this place, and the four girls they look up and they see this sign. The sign says Pimp Plaza. Now, nothing probably good. Would you say, if you had to wager a guess, and don't look at the story, okay? What would you say happens in the Pimp Plaza? This is like a Hotel California sitch, or?
This just does not sound like a good scenario.
Would
it's not
you,
doors I would walk into.
Would you turn around? Would you be like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna keep going?
I would not just walk right on in there. I may go back to the house and get a few weapons to save
I may
who I think
arm
is
myself.
so I could save somebody who might be in there that needs some help.
So you would rescue the other poor, tragic victims.
Yes.
Because gingers aren't victims. Gingers will straight fuck some shit up. You rescue those poor little blonde victims and those poor little brunette victims. Right? You just roll in there.
Then the black haired girls, you just leave them
two
alone
shorty
because that's
shotguns.
totally what they want anyway. So
That is true. That's very true. So once inside the Pimp Plaza, you can expect to get drugged. Well, that's cool, right? I mean, that's why I came to the place in the first place.
that would be the
I was
free
looking
drink
for
at the door.
drugs. The dude picked me up and was like, "Oh yeah, they're over here at the Pimp Plaza." I'm like, "Well, that makes sense, right? Pimps, drugs, plaza, sure." And then he beat them and then forced them into prostitution. I don't think that's how you do it. Because if you're going to beat them and force them anyway, why are you wasting drugs? I thought you're supposed to drug them, right? And get them strung out on the drugs. And then you don't have to force them. They'll just do it because then you give them drugs, right?
Yeah, but maybe some of them are a little rebellious at first, so it's still
Well,
forced.
then you kill them and find ones that aren't. Or you just give them more drugs, right? Because eventually they will break. This is terrible. But eventually, right, they will break.
You might find that one girl. There's going to be some of those girls.
The ginger. You get rid of the ginger. You slit the ginger's fucking throat, burn the body immediately. Because you don't
Or
want
just
that
don't let
shit
'em
coming
in.
back possessing the blondes or the brunettes.
You just don't want that shit to get in general because you get a redhead in there
You
and
do
they're
not
going to rival.
invite them in. You
Like,
do
they
not.
are going to get the other girls riled up, and then you are going to have a shit show on
and
your
if
hands.
there's a black girl in there, and the ginger and the black girl, and then forget it. You're done. It's game over, man. They are gonna be running Pimp Plaza from now on. So yeah,
We'll come
they
show you what pimping is in the top of that
Ma-
damn plaza.
show you why pimping ain't easy. Cause we run Pimp Plaza, ho. It says many of the victims were advertised on prostitution websites like Craigslist and Cuddler. What was that one called? Cuddler. And Tinder. Kyle actually might be dating a prostitute from the Pimp Plaza. I'll have to ask him. I guess this is in Florida, so it's not.
I wonder if he has it marked somehow.
Human trafficking. These guys are getting investigated for. One of the dudes was 75 years old. He was the mastermind behind the human trafficking
Of
operation.
course.
He was arrested 57 times in the past.
I was
47
saying,
of those felonies. That's amazing.
It took him that many times to get it down. Now, how to not get yourself in a freaking
Just
jail
like,
cell?
yeah, I did it. Shit. What'd you say? Sorry.
It took him that many times of fucking up before he figured out how to not end up in a jail cell.
Yeah.
And he's caught again now.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
I just feel like you should have learned more while you were behind bars.
I feel like you should have been pulling the strings from somewhere not Florida. You know,
or
don't
had a
shit
nice
where you
fucking
eat.
like
I feel
personal
like-
boat or something to get yourself the fuck out of there. I mean,
You shouldn't-
Guatemala's not that far from there.
That's true. Or Cuba.
You know, no extradition.
Cuba
that's
Gooding
what's wrong.
Jr. I don't know. You shouldn't be living in the Pimp Plaza. Is what it comes down to. You should be living in the Pimp Castle, overlooking the Pimp Trailer Park that feeds hoes to the Pimp Plaza. Right? It's a
Bam.
3-tiered system. So.
No, you could totally have your castle out in Guatemala or somewhere like that, and just have plenty of videos. I mean, they got cameras all over now. You get one person in there you trust, and they keep the smack down.
That's true.
I mean, you get 2 or 3 gingers taking care of the rest of the girls.
You could
and
probably
you'd be totally fucking fine.
You could probably hold it down too and not even have to kill anybody. You could just get dead bodies from the morgue and then make them see you just dragging it. And they'll instantly think, in their head, a little magic, that was somebody that was, you know,
That used to be there. Like
that
when
used to be
when
one
they
of them.
First come
They
in,
used to be one of you.
the
You know
girls
what
that
happened?
first roll in are sitting there just on the couches all comfy and like you have your guards bringing down a bag and it
Right?
accidentally the arm
You know
just
what they
flies
s-
out,
Yeah. Yeah, just like, ooh,
or like
what's
blood
that?
drips out on the floor. Yeah, I can totally see
I
that.
agree. I agree. All right, and I guess since we were talking about dumb religious stuff, this was the last one I had pulled up. A little fake spiritual healer in the first sentence, which I just want, like, as opposed to a real spiritual healer. Okay, I just want. Okay, so fake spiritual healer, right, in Pakistan, arrested for allegedly killing a follower after promising that he could perform a miracle by bringing him back to life. Okay, so I'm gonna go find somebody. I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm a spiritual healer, not one of those fake ones. I don't come with no fake ass bullshit. I am gonna kill you, but no, stay with me. No, you're tied up, so just stay with me. I'm gonna kill you, and then I'm gonna bring you back to life. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. And angels and clouds and trumpet, right? And all that. And he's like, yeah, all right, that sounds legit. I mean, he's tied up, but, you know, that sounds legit. Yeah. Over the last 5 years, this gentleman has become popular among the villagers for his ability to perform these miracles. Now,
So have they all been good until this one, and then like something went down that didn't usually go
Maybe.
down? Like he's tried to make bigger and bigger miracles.
Do you ever realize, or do you ever see that, like, every time there's a story like this and they talk about villages, like villagers, it's always like some ridiculous shit like this. Like if they weren't so easily fooled or whatever, like eventually you would have a city, right? You would no longer be villagers because your village, you would outgrow the village. But when we hold on to these silly belief systems, we're basically just doomed to live in these little grass huts in our villages, right?
Maybe we'd be
Killing
more
people and
frickin'
trying to bring
humble.
them back to life. All right, I have 2 more people left in the village. This is gonna work this time. It has to, because I've killed everybody else. Nobody's coming back.
It doesn't
to
say
life.
what the promise is of like why you would let her do that. Or him.
Because you are 40 years old, right? 40. You live in Pakistan. You're making like $1 a month, probably, right? So what's the worst that happened? There is a 40-year-old, a daily wage worker, father of 6. He volunteered. He said, "Fuck it, bring it on." Because you know what? I hope you don't bring me back. Because this sucks. I live in a fucking desert. I
See,
eat sand.
if there
and
were
flies.
anybody, I think in Pakistan that should come up with that, like that would totally go through with that, was to see if like when he died the first time, if there was really 70 virgins there, so that he could come back and be like, "I'm so gonna go kill myself now."
He's like,
It's
"Hey."
okay, they really are there.
You can die, you can have sex with like 4 of these virgins, and then I'll bring you back. It's like Flatliners. This is the Pakistani version of the 1994 hit Flatliners. That's pretty cool. So
There you
the
go.
dude, they put him on a table in a square with his hands and legs tied. I called that shit. And then the dude cut his throat. And then the cops showed up. Hold on, you skipped the part where you put all that blood back inside him and say the magic words and bring him back to life. Oh, that didn't happen.
I feel like
Witness,
he probably blamed it on the cops and was like, "I was almost there."
he said, right? Witnesses say that he spoke some words to bring him back from the dead, followed by the words, "Oh, fuck." And he realized his, quote, miracle didn't work. He tried to flee. He's like, "Whoa, abracadabra. Holy shit, Elvis!" Like, and he'd bug the fuck out. That's so awesome.
That's not very nice.
He was subdued by the villagers and handed over to the cops, who were told that he also used to sacrifice animals and pour their blood on his followers. Why? Because something has to shield them from evil spirits and or black magic. if I don't do this, you guys are gonna get attacked by this evil and this black magic. So yeah.
No.
You know, that's how it goes.
Like, if you feel that strongly that you need someone to do that kind of shit, wouldn't you just, like, go out and learn it yourself?
You would think, but that's not
Like,
how it works
okay,
because
so-
you live in a village, which means you don't know how to read. It's
Well,
like
that
the old,
motherfucker
it's the
obviously
old
learned
like
how.
religious thing where only the church could read the Bible, and so if you wanted to hear about getting saved, you had to hear it from them, so they could easily be like, "Yeah, pay us, I don't know, $50, and you're saved." Really? Yeah, sure. But the people didn't know any better because they couldn't read it for themselves, right? So, I mean, I get it, same idea. What really is amazing to me is that the sister of the victim here, she says that her brother had sacrificed himself for the spiritual leader. She says, "Why should I mourn when I know that my brother is in heaven? He will be rewarded for his services for the spiritual leader in the afterlife." She says that the guy should not have been punished because her brother had volunteered for the miracle. And that's why you guys will always live in shitty little desert villages.
Did you think these ideas are fucking brilliant, fabulous? Like, I'm gonna be okay on the other
And
side.
it's sad maybe you don't know any better. I mean, he does now. Obviously, it's a little late, but, you know.
Oops.
Oh, well. And you know the funny thing, well, not funny, but the sad thing, the sad, / funny thing is that there will be 100 more villages where some fool will just rise up and be like, I think I can bring you back to life. Catch is you're going to have to let me kill you first. But trust, I'll bring you back to life. And if not, who gives a shit? Because there's like 72 women who've never had sex in their lives before up there waiting for you to teach them all how to bang. So
71.
72.
Okay.
Google it. Google! Where's my phone? Google.
In the house.
Oh, yeah, huh? All right. Let's see. Check.
So he has not had a phone for this whole time. Like, is this not amazing?
I'm in front of the computer, though. It's all good. I don't have email up or anything, do I? I have the IRC chat room where the Jamhole chat channel is now, if you guys like. Freenode.net, IRC, right? Channel the Jamhole, pound the Jamhole. Okay. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we did a show.
Bam.
It's been a month, but that's good. We're going to bang these out every now and again. Might do one more before Barter Fair. Who knows? Join us, though, if you want. And if you can, help us get Michelle here, because she'll be really bummed if she can't do that. So thejamhole.com/donate, and we'll support her while she is
Looking
here.
forward to meeting her, too.
I know. I'm going to be really mad if she has to bomb out because of that. I'll be really mad at America for not letting people in who just have licenses and birth certificates. Like,
The
who
young
gives a
lady who
shit?
just wants
She
to
just
explore
wants to come
and have
hang
fun.
out and see Montana and Washington and a part of Idaho. But God, that part sucks. You go from like 75 miles an hour to like 60. You can't smoke weed because Idaho's a bunch of fucking dicks about it. Like, come on. So,
That's
all right.
bullshit.
Facebook, follow the Matt Lee GU page. I would appreciate that. We're getting likes, and that's good. There is amazing new music coming. I am so excited for you to hear this.
Very good, very good.
Right? You've heard it. Honestly, not being my girlfriend / cook / I was going to say hooker, but I don't pay you. We just fuck a lot. Fuck buddy /
Open relationship.
how is it? It's all right. I've heard better. I've heard worse.
I don't know. I seem to be doing just fine. I like it the way it is.
Okay.
Your half? How you doing on that side?
The music, it's good. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you switched me on the same topic. No, I like the
no,
music.
I'm satisfied with the sex. I'm talking about the rap music.
Yeah.
Thejamhole.com /music. Holy fuck.
You
All
totally
right.
swapped out on me.
Do an ice bucket challenge with a toaster and a bathtub full of water.
No.
No, wait, don't do that. But yeah, thejamel.com/music. We'll put this stuff up when it's done. It's very exciting.
Very good.
The Polici.
Got some good
Coming
featured
soon.
people on there with amazing voices as well.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for that. And yeah, so Barter Fair coming up October 3rd. Join us in Washington for that. Should be very exciting. I'm excited.
Get some warm fucking clothes though.
It's gonna be cold. Email info@thejamel.com. There's a Google Plus page, there's a Facebook page, Twitter account, and all that shit. Follow and keep in touch. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. All right. Bye.
Bye bye.